Can we really believe what we see? We're about to find out.
Beyond Belief. Fact or fiction? Hosted by Jonathan Frakes. We live in a world where the real and the unreal live side by side, where substance is disguised as illusion, and the only explanations are unexplainable. Can you separate truth from fantasy? To do so, you must break through the web of your experience and open your mind to things beyond belief.
This is an expression we've seen countless times. You probably think it says, "I love Paris in the springtime." That's only what our eyes tell us. Let's read it one more time, word for word. Notice the extra "the." Once again, we have been fooled by our own perception. Tonight, we present some intriguing stories that will challenge our perception of fact and fiction. We'll find out which ones are real at the end of the show. So let's travel now to the world of beyond belief. A world as magical as Paris in the springtime. Almost every boy at one time or another wants to become a fireman. And why not? Firefighters are constant reminders of heroic behavior, risking life and limb on a daily basis to protect us and our property. And they get to ride on a red truck, too. Stevie Hansen hung out with the men of his neighborhood firehouse. They taught him to polish the truck, check the equipment, and slide down the pole. And then there was the day he was the one who taught them. The men at Station 32 didn't mind little Stevie hanging around. In fact, he became sort of a mascot. If he were a Dalmatian, they would have adopted him. But Stevie and Fireman Parks had a special relationship. He and his wife were unable to have children, so Stevie became a surrogate son.
Good, Stevie, good. Oh, jeez.
Parks! I know I'm new here, but we never blasted the siren inside the station at my old post.
Sorry, Captain. Hey, you know Stevie Hansen here? Well, guess what? Today's his birthday. He's 10 years old today.
Oh, yeah?
Happy birthday, son.
He's been hanging out here since he was about 6 years old.
Yeah, he wants to be a fireman, like his buddy Mr. Parks.
Well, this is a fire station, not a play station. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Got me fired.
Must be pretty cool to ride one of these things.
Oh.
Think you can take me for a ride sometime?
Hey, you heard what the captain said. You need to wait till you're old enough to become a fireman.
Well, how old were you when you joined?
19.
Well, then that's when I'm gonna join.
Attaboy. Okay, we'll see you around, kiddo.
Hey, thanks for the great birthday party.
See you later, buddy.
I want to be just like you, Mr. Parks.
Hey, shouldn't you be polishing something? Oh.
Smoke. Anybody in here? Just get down on the floor and cover your mouth. I'm coming in. Roger.
Hey, what's going on, Stevie?
The house is on fire. 33 Hemingway Lane. People are trapped inside. Roger, hurry.
Oh, Stevie, wait! Stevie!
What's going on? What's all the commotion?
We got a fire on Hemingway Lane.
What? We didn't get an alarm.
No, sir. Stevie was here, and he said he saw smoke.
Stevie? No, not that little kid again.
Captain, I know this kid. He wouldn't lie. If he says there's a fire, there's a fire. Trust me.
All right. Go check it out. Take the small truck. And it's just better not be afraid.
Dispatch Squad 21, Station 32. We have a sole alarm structure fire at 33 Hemingway Lane. Respond immediately. Okay, Stevie. Listen up, buddy. I need you to give me a hand. When I give the word, you pull down on this lever right here, okay?
Count on me.
Okay, buddy. Now, Stevie, now! care. You did good, buddy. You did good. None of these people here would have made it out without you.
We make a good team, right?
You got that right, partner. You're a real fireman now, Stevie. Regular hero. Hey, Parks, you better get over here. Right there. Everybody make it out okay? All the one. Roger, Stevie. No, it's Steve. He died of smoke inhalation. Oh my God. Stevie. No. No. No, Stevie. Oh God, no!
Was this an out-of-body experience? When Stevie came to alert the station house about the fire, was he already dead? Did Roger only imagine that he was talking to Stevie seconds before he discovered his dead body? Or maybe Stevie was destined to be an angel whose job it was to save the lives of people who would have otherwise perished. A true story of fateful proportions? Or simply a false alarm? The answer at the end of our show. Next, two parents, a new babysitter, and a night of terror. On Beyond Belief, fact or fiction. In the age of communication, we can always be reached. Our kitchens are posted work numbers, pager numbers, car phone numbers, emergency numbers, neighbors' numbers. But all this seeming security can't change the one apprehension we all share. Anything can happen when we're gone. And if you're nervous parents like Joseph and Sarah Drummer, leaving your child in the care of a new babysitter, your fears multiply. The fact is, no matter how well you set up your lines of communication, our true security is not in the hands of the people we hire. It's in the hands of fate.
Boy, you sure have a lot of stuff. You sure you're not moving in?
No, I have a major term paper due. That's why you caught me home on a Saturday night.
Well, we really appreciate you babysitting on such short notice.
Sure.
There we go. Come on in. Honey, we're home.
Oh.
Come on. Meet the baby. She's great.
Oh, you must be Sarah.
Oh,
it's so
yeah.
nice to meet you.
It's really, you look really nice, Mrs.
Thank you. This is the first evening we're actually going to go out.
Oh, he's such a darling baby.
He has a little ear infection, so he may be a little cranky, but he has everything you need here. And when he goes down, his nursery's right down the hall.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a coat, huh?
If you need anything, our number's on the fridge, okay?
Okay. Anything else?
Want to go to Sarah?
Keep the doors locked and don't answer them no matter what.
Yes, and if the phone rings, don't answer it. Listen to the machine, and if it's us, pick it up.
Don't worry. When Matthew's awake, he'll have my full attention. And when he's asleep, I'll be too busy working on my computer to even raid your fridge.
Thanks for understanding.
Sure.
Thank you. Call us if you need anything.
Absolutely. Say bye. Say bye-bye.
Oh, I'm being nervous and Minnie, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm being one of those mothers I said I'd never be.
Look, I play golf with her dad. He seems like a really nice guy, and she seems like she's really responsible. So can we just try to enjoy ourselves?
Okay.
Okay.
You get my coat from the back.
Okay. Oh, Sarah forgot her computer.
Oh, we can't just leave it in the car.
No, and she needs it to finish her term paper. Here, you better call her.
The machine's on. Hi, Sarah. It's Mrs. Drummer.
Pick up, Sarah. Sarah? Sarah, you there?
Something's wrong.
My God, what could have happened?
I don't know. You stay here and call the police. I'm gonna have you out of here. Just 1 minute. It's okay. Everybody's all right.
Oh, thank God you're safe.
It's okay. It's all right. Okay? You're all right. You're all right. You okay?
Oh, God, he came out of nowhere.
I know.
I was doing my term paper, and then he was on me. It was horrible.
Did he hurt you?
No, I'm fine. I was really just worried about the baby. He was only interested in your stuff.
We're just lucky that you left your computer in our car.
What are you talking about?
You left your computer in the baby seat, and so Janet called to make sure you didn't need it.
Now, when no one picked up the phone, that's why we decided to drive back.
But I have my computer. No, really, he put it in his bag.
What happened here? How could both Mr. and Mrs. Drummer have seen the computer in their back seat when it was in their home all along? Could it have been an optical illusion caused by some odd convergence of light and shadow? Or was it some otherworldly message sent as a warning beacon to lead them back to their home? Perhaps the answer was created by one of our own writers working at home on her own computer. Find out at the end of our show. Next, a mystery date on Beyond Belief. For the modern Romeo, the computer microchip has replaced the little black book. Enough names, numbers, and statistics can be stored here to accommodate the most active social life. But all the information about the opposite sex is meaningless unless it's accompanied by an understanding of the heart. That's a lesson that the Playboy in our next story is about to learn.
This last weekend was special to me too, baby. Look, I'm sorry I didn't show up last night, but something came up. And my dear old aunt was sick. But I swear I'm going to make it up to you, Sylvia, okay? Denise. I meant Denise. I swear to God, sugar, I meant Denise.
Curtis wasn't the kind of man to let one slip-up derail him. He had hundreds of numbers of hundreds of women. But in a few moments, he will go to the door and meet Florence Wheeler. And of all the women Curtis has ever known, she will be the one he will never forget.
Natalie. My sweet Natalie Rose. Come on. Well, hello.
Hello. I know you just moved in, and I'd like to welcome you to the neighborhood. I live across the street.
The girl next door, huh?
Florence Wheeler. Pleased to meet you, Curtis.
What are you, psychic or something? How do you know my name?
The truth? I saw it on your moving cartons.
Well, would you like to come inside, see what I've done with the house?
I'd like that. Maybe some other time. I better be going.
Hey, I know it's kind of sudden, but would you like to have dinner tonight? I'm a good cook, and I'll whip up one of my specials in your honor.
A man who cooks. I think I like that.
Good, I'll see you at 7.
I just love what you did with the house.
Thank you, baby. You know, they tell me I have a magic touch. You're not leaving already, are you?
Yes, it's time to go.
But it's so early.
I guess I'm just an old-fashioned girl.
I'm going to ask you a question. How is it fine, foxy, classy lady like yourself doesn't have a boyfriend?
What makes you think I don't?
How about I walk you home?
It's very gentlemanly of you, but I just live across the way, remember? Thank you for the wonderful evening.
My pleasure. I enjoy your company.
Good night.
What followed were days and nights filled with a feeling Curtis never knew before. This time it wasn't a fling, it was love. The chemistry between Curtis and Florence was just like all the romantic novels and movies he had always laughed at. But suddenly, he didn't want anybody or anything other than Florence. And for the first time he could remember, Curtis was not the most important thing in his own life. And yet, as perfect as it all was with Florence, there always seemed to be something else. Something going on inside Florence.
My life has completely changed in the past couple of weeks. I've never felt more at ease, more myself with a woman. And a beautiful woman at that. You complete me, baby. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Quite the romantic. So tell me, how is it that a man like you isn't married?
I was waiting for you, Florence. And now that I found you, I'm never going to let you go.
I just want to be cautious. I had a fiancé who cheated on me. It's taken me a long time to get over him. But I think I'm finally ready to meet the right man.
The right man, huh?
Yes. Someone who's loyal. Someone who makes me feel like I'm the only woman in the world. Does that fit your description, Curtis?
To a T. I'm a one-woman man.
The next night was a fateful one for Curtis, because he couldn't see how close Florence was to his bedroom door, and that she was listening to every word he was saying.
No, not here. How about your place? We can recreate that weekend cabin thing, huh? Okay, fine then. Tomorrow. All right. I can't wait to see your fine, foxy face. All right. Love you, Angel. Wait, it's not what you think. No, wait, I can explain.
No explanations. It's over, Curtis.
Excuse me. Yeah?
I'm looking for Florence Wheeler.
Well, there's no one here by the name.
She told me she lived across the street.
No, not here. Minister James has lived here all along for the last 25 years.
But that can't be.
At that moment, Curtis saw Florence heading into the church.
Florence?
But just as he saw her,
Wait!
she seemed to vanish. A million thoughts were racing through his head. He had never been in this church before, even though it was right across the street. And then it suddenly struck him. Florence Wheeler said she lived across the street.
What in God's name?
So, our Casanova loses the love of his life because he couldn't stay true. One can only hope he will treat others with more honesty and respect in the future. But did this story really happen? Was Florence really a ghost? Or a flesh and blood person who chose to leave on her own terms? But then, how do you explain the gravestone with her name on it? Could it have been her mother's grave, or her sister's? Or maybe there is no explanation. Is this story of the man with the roving eye true? Or are we just playing around? The answer at the end of our show. Coming up, an unexpected discovery leads a young man to a mysterious mansion on beyond belief, fact or fiction. If you've ever lost a wallet, you're immediately jolted by how much else you've lost. Aside from cash and precious photos, you can find yourself without authorization to drive, travel, shop, or even be admitted to a hospital. So what is your obligation if you find a wallet? How far would you go to make sure that it's returned to its rightful owner? Jason is a young man with very little in the way of material things. He's been raised by foster parents and is working hard to get into college. He's about to come across a lost wallet, and what he chooses to do with that discovery will certainly change his day. In fact, it may change the very course of his life.
Nice finger to grab, buddy.
Orphaned from the time of birth, Jason was far from wealthy. His foster parents couldn't afford college, so he was hoping for an athletic scholarship. He spent every day perfecting his pass-catching skills. But this day would be different.
Let's try one on now. All right. You forget it. You're a fanatic about this stuff.
What are you talking about? It's called practice, man.
Yeah? Well, I'm tired and I'm hungry, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm broke and I need a scholarship. So get that silver spoon out of your gut.
Oh, dude.
All right?
All right, give me a pass. Go on. Bro. Bro. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not too good at it.
Man, look at this. Credit cards, driver's license. Henry Neiman. Hancock Park. That's not too far from here.
Are you nuts? The money's gone. He's going to think you stole it.
You coming with me or what?
No, I'm not. If there's any more wallets around here.
Jason had been down this street before, but this time he had a strange feeling inside, almost a sense of foreboding. The people who lived on this block were very unlike him. They were comfortable, they had families, and they knew what tomorrow would bring. Something was drawing Jason to the address he found in the wallet, drawing him there against his own will. Jason didn't know what to expect, and it turned out what was waiting for him was the unexpected.
Yes?
I'm looking for Mr. Neiman.
Mr. Neiman?
Yeah, I found his wallet.
I'd appreciate your stepping inside. Please.
Sure.
Wait here a moment. I'll get Mr. Arnold.
Mr. Arnold, I need to see Mr. Neiman. Who's Arnold?
There was a smell of must and mildew in the air. The appointments in this home were expensive, but they had the look of objects that had gone unappreciated for years.
What's this about a wallet?
Who are you?
I'm Preston Arnold, Mr. Neiman's attorney.
Oh, I found Mr. Neiman's wallet. I just wanted to return it to him.
Jason was starting to feel that he had made a huge mistake. All he wanted to do was return a wallet. Suddenly he felt as if he had opened a door that should have remained closed. But his biggest shock was yet to come.
This looks new. Did you notice?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't, at first, but I guess it does.
Cards are expired. Each one of them.
I didn't investigate the stuff. I just found the wallet and I wanted to return it.
No good deed goes unpunished.
What does that mean?
A joke.
That went right over my head.
I'd like to try to figure this out. With your help.
I don't know what else I can tell you.
This place where you found the wallet?
A park, a neighborhood park.
What were you doing there?
I cut through there on my way home from school. That's where I practice. What difference does it make?
Who are your people?
My people? What do you think, I'm an alien?
Your mother, your father.
What difference does this make?
Who put you up to this?
Put me up to this? Look, if you think I want something, forget it. I found a wallet, I wanted to return it. It was the right thing to do. I'm out of here.
Sit down, young man. Wait, we're not finished yet. Mr. Neiman is dead. He died 2 years ago. What do you think?
You're asking me, sir?
You were with the Neimans when Henry's brother was still alive. That boy is his spitting image.
Same kind of tude, sir. Though my personal favorite.
That boy, could we find him again?
Oh, yes, sir. The colors of his jacket are those of the local high school.
Shouldn't be a problem, then.
Imagine, after searching all these years for a living relative. Something else, isn't it, sir?
That he might be the only heir to Henry's $40 million estate? Indeed it is. Something else.
The strong family resemblance was unmistakable. Jason was the missing heir. A needy young man without a family will now inherit a fortune from a relative he never knew existed. What collusion of circumstances allowed Jason to find that wallet at that time in that location? And if Mr. Neiman was housebound for 2 years before his death, how did the wallet get outside in the first place? Did some undetected thief break into the Neiman house years ago, steal the wallet, and ditch it in the grass? Or did fate place that wallet there for Jason to find? When you dig for the truth in this story, will you find the contents empty? The answer at the end of our show. Next, the sting of a snake on Beyond Belief. Fact or fiction? Meet one of nature's most feared, reviled, and dangerous creatures. Our hatred for this reptile goes all the way back to the Garden of Civilization. Yet to the serpent's credit, they rarely choose to venture into our world. We, more often, are the invaders of theirs. And once we become the intruder, should we really be surprised if we should encounter a snake in the grass? A family by a lake, setting up for a few carefree days in the great outdoors. But they were about to encounter something others had experienced here. The mysterious legend of the lake.
I don't think that goes there.
Well, maybe we should flip it over the other one.
Well, there are different shapes at either end, and neither one of them's going to fit in that slot.
What do you think?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could, put it all on the side.
You were thinking that, huh? You were thinking...
Oh, man. Come on, you guys. Okay, we're nowhere. Maybe we should read the manual.
There's no challenge then.
Honey, see if you can find the booklet in that bag, will you? Sure. Not happening.
The manual doesn't look anything like this.
There you go.
Well, if I stop now, there may be no going back. This doesn't even look like it belongs to this tent.
All right, let's start over.
I know how to worms.
How does one catch a worm? Do you need a trap or bait?
They are the bait.
Oh, okay. Yuck. Listen, don't go too far. I'm going to make lunch soon.
You go cook the fish Dad and I catch. Yeah!
He's optimistic.
Nature.
Cool! Oh, man. Look at that. Whoa. Oh.
Tent's up.
Yeah, good, hon. I'm starving.
That's the outdoors. Working with our hands creates a lusty appetite.
Stop, it gets in the way of my chewing. It's way after lunchtime, isn't it? Where's Randy? How long does it take to catch a worm?
Well, I guess it depends on the worm technique. And if you read the worm manual.
No, seriously, I'm getting a little worried.
Randy! Randy! I'm sure he'll be fine. I'll go get him.
I'll come with you.
It's gonna be okay. Stay calm. Let me see. Ooh, he nailed you pretty good.
I can't feel my hand.
Don't move, don't move. That's the poison paralyzing the muscles. Don't move yet. You don't want to help the poison spread.
Am I gonna die?
No, no. I'll help you.
He's not answering.
He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine.
You're gonna be all right. I'm a doctor. Now, let's take a deep breath, shall we?
Okay, like this?
Good.
We're never gonna find him like this. We've got to get some help.
The cell phone's back at camp. Come on.
Take your bandana off.
Help me.
I can't move my arms, son. You can do it. Tie it around your wrist above the bite. That's good. Tie it very tight. How do you feel?
Kind of dizzy.
And we can't quit yet, okay? There's a first aid kit in the pouch right behind me. There's a pump, a yellow pump. That's what we need. Yes, that's it. Sit down. Okay, now, put the suction cup right over the bite. And can you pull the plunger out? Good. Now I'm going to ask you to push it down, and it's going to pull your skin up, but it won't hurt, I promise. Pull it up.
Like this?
That's right. Pull it with your teeth. Good. Very good. Very good. Keep going.
Hey, where'd he go?
Randy! Come on, boy!
Mom? Mom!
Hey, guys, he's over here!
I just gave him anti-venin.
he's not showing any signs of violent, aggressive reaction. You're gonna be all right, Randy. I gotta say I'm impressed. A city boy with first-rate first aid skills.
But it wasn't me. It was the doctor. He had the plunger thing.
What doctor? Was he in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
What doctor?
There was this local guy, John Bird. Really smart guy. Won a scholarship at an Ivy League medical school. His dream was to come back here and be a small-town doctor.
What happened to him?
On his way back from medical school, there was a terrible accident. He was paralyzed from his neck down.
This doctor was in a wheelchair.
He got his license, but never had a chance to practice medicine. He spent the rest of his life as a quadriplegic.
What are you saying?
Dr. Bird died 10 years ago.
Is there a logical explanation for this story? Did Randy become delusional from the snake bite and simply imagine the man in the wheelchair? If so, how did he suddenly develop the skills to save himself from being poisoned? And how could his description have matched the story of the doctor in the legend so perfectly? Could it be that the doctor had faked his own death years ago and was now living as a hermit by the lake, only appearing at those times when he senses people need help? Does this story of a snake-bitten young man saved by a spirit in the woods have a hint of truth? Or are we just putting the bite on you?
Coming up, we'll find out which of our stories tonight were fact and which were fiction when Beyond Belief returns.
And now it's time to see how well you did judging whether our stories tonight were fact or fiction. The story of the little boy who died fulfilling his wish to be a fireman. Was it based on reality?
You did good, buddy. You did good. None of these people here would have made it out without you.
We make a good team, right?
You got that right, partner. You're a real fireman now, Stevie. Regular hero. Hey, Parks, you better get over here. Right there.
If you guessed that our story of the fire station was totally made up, you're mistaken. This one really happened. Let's look at the story of the couple who returned home in the nick of time because of a computer they thought they saw in the car. True or false?
We're just lucky that you left your computer in our car.
What are you talking about?
You left your computer in the baby seat, and so Janet called to make sure you didn't need it.
And when no one picked up the phone, that's why we decided to drive back.
But I have my computer. No, really, he put it in his bag.
This story must have been inspired by actual events, right? Wrong. It's a total fabrication. And what about our story of the girl next door? The tale of a woman who seemed to visit from the grave. Let's take another look.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm looking for Florence Wheeler.
Well, there's no one here by the name.
She told me she lived across the street.
No, not here. Minister James has lived here all along for the last 25 years.
But that can't be. Florence? Wait!
Was this story of star-crossed lovers based on a true story? Not this time. It never happened. Let's look at the story of the young man, a lost wallet, and an unclaimed inheritance.
Man, look at this. What do you think, I'm an alien?
Your mother, your father.
What difference does this make?
Who put you up to this?
Put me up to this? Look, if you think I want something, forget it. I found a wallet, I wanted to return it. It was the right thing to do. I'm out of here.
Sit down, young man.
Was this story of unexpected good fortune true or a fake? This time it's the real thing. And what about the mysterious doctor who saved the boy from the snake bite?
Randy! Randy!
Randy!
It's gonna be okay. Stay calm.
Was this story of a spirit who watches over the people of the woods based on an actual event? Yes, it was. So, how did you do tonight? Were you able to distinguish the real from the unreal? Let's ignore the cliche that says the truth is stranger than fiction, and simply say that certain things in life can only be classified as beyond belief. I'm Jonathan Frakes.
Join us for more stories next time on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.